Chapter 061 Unleashing One's Power. Fang Han knew full well how powerful Shura were. They moved as swift as lightning, flew at incredible speed, their scales were so tough that even flying swords could not pierce through them. Their brute strength reached the power of 13 horses, and only a master of the mystic realm of divine power could suppress one. A single Shura was already this formidable. What if 10 Shura fought together? Even a true disciple like Xianxia would be blasted apart the moment they clashed, leaving not even a trace of bone behind. If I can really turn all 10 flying Xianxias into Shura, I will be able to hold my own even among true disciples. I will even claim the top spot on the mountain and river ranking. I wonder who the current number 1 on the intersect mountain and river ranking is. I joined the Yuhua sect too recently, have few close friends, never formed any cliques, so I am out of the loop on all sorts of news. I need to take care of these things when I get back. Blindly focusing on cultivation alone is never the best strategy. As he calculated this in his mind, he kept running and leaping, following the aura of the great horde of heavenly demons. He had no intention of facing the entire horde head-on, that would be nothing but throwing an egg against the stone. Instead, he hunted down small groups of straggler heavenly demons along the way. Jade blue great pills were far more pure than blood pills, top-grade medicinal pills. The more heavenly demons he killed, the better. This would also greatly temper his agility, reaction speed, and ability to adapt to changing situations. This was real combat. If he could stay 10 days and 10 nights on the demon battlefield, he would definitely gain a new level of improvement when he left. Yin. When I fight heavenly demons from now on, don't you help me no matter what. Let me face them alone. I want to use this opportunity to properly temper myself. Don't worry, I won't even show myself even if you call me. There are far too many heavenly demons this assessment, I suspect something has gone wrong. The Yuhua sect will definitely notice this. If all the disciples on this trial are wiped out, how can Yuhua sect still call itself one of the 10 great immortal sects? It would be reduced to a third-rate small sect long ago. If I use my power, I will definitely be detected. You must also not use the silver snake sword, the blood cotton demon robe. But the 7 murder gourd can be used openly, it is enough for you to protect yourself. After Yin finished speaking, he fell silent. Fang Han felt a tingle on his skin, the tattoo of the yellow spring map sank into his dermis and was completely hidden. Good. With so many heavenly demons, many disciples on this trial must be in danger. I just have enough strength to save some of them. With my strength plus the favor of saving their lives, many will be grateful to me, and I can win people over. It is time to unleash my power. With Yin hidden, Fang Han focused all his attention. His entire body was as tensed as a leopard hunting prey. Even the slightest rustle of wind far away could make his nerves twitch faintly. He ran and moved without stopping. In the blink of an eye, dozens of li had passed. Suddenly, Fang Han burst forward diagonally, twisted his body, flew more than 100 paces, and slammed a heavy palm into an inconspicuous large boulder beside him. Unexpectedly, the boulder did not shatter into pieces. Instead, it let out a shrill scream, leaped up, and transformed into an old Taoist priest with a sinister face. It was another heavenly demon, who had shapeshifted into a rock to ambush Fang Han. There was no telling which old Taoist priest this heavenly demon had devoured before copying his appearance. But it could not hide from Fang Han's sharp perception. By now, Fang Han's spirit could see through ghosts and gods, far more sensitive than cats or dogs. Just as a house cat or dog will bark when they sense Yin energy and ghosts, Fang Han could also sense it, so he struck out and severely injured the heavenly demon. Kuei Star kicks the dipper. The moment the heavenly demon transformed into the old Taoist, Fang Han's leg lashed out. The sharp, intense yang energy struck the demon again, tearing it apart into pieces that could never reform. He then unleashed heavenly wolf smoke, wrapped the demon up, and sent it into the yellow spring map. Yin said nothing, and silently refined the heavenly demon into a jade blue great pill. One strike, one kill, clean and neat. Fang Han had gained experience killing heavenly demons now, and was much faster. It was as easy as peeling radishes. This filled him with even more confidence that he could kill more demons and refine more pills. After killing this demon, he did not stop. He galloped like a long-distance steed, turning left and right, scanning the wilderness, searching everywhere for any Yuhua sect disciples he might encounter. About half an hour later, after searching dozens of li around, he encountered another group of straggling heavenly demons, fully 15 of them. This time he struck even faster. Before the demons could pounce on him, he let out a great roar. His sound wave rippled out mixed with heavenly wolf smoke, captured all of them, and refined them into pills. By now he had 20 jade blue great pills in total, which meant he had killed 30 heavenly demons. Including the first one that had impersonated Fang Qingwei, he had killed 31 in total, 31 pills. 10 had been fed to the flying Ixaos, 1 he had consumed himself, and the rest he stored away for future use, when they would surely be needed. For cultivators, pills were food, pills were wealth. It seems sound wave attacks deal great damage to heavenly demons. After all, they are just masses of flowing energy. I wonder how demon kings fare. They are said to be even stronger than Shura. If I could kill one and refine it into a pill, how effective would it be? But without Yan's help, I cannot defeat a demon king alone. Gradually, Fang Han had figured out a fast way to deal with heavenly demons. Whoosh! Another heavenly demon dove down from the sky, spotted Fang Han as its flesh and blood prey, and pounced viciously. But in the blink of an eye it was captured, and another pill was added to his collection. 21. I'm still far from 360 pills. I need to kill at least 500 heavenly demons to have enough. While Fang Han slaughtered heavenly demons, refined pills, and amassed his fortune, deep in the sky courtyard of Yuhua sect, several half-elders stood in front of a huge mirror, as anxious as ants on a hot pan. On the huge mirror, countless black dots and red dots appeared. The black dots were dense as locusts, moving everywhere. The red dots were scattered all over, in small groups, and were gradually being swallowed by the black dots. It was obvious that the black dots were the heavenly demons, and the red dots were the Yuhua sect disciples participating in the assessment. How can there be so many heavenly demons? In previous years' inter-sect assessments, there was less than 1/10 this number. The sect master has sealed off this region, forbidding powerful heavenly demons from entering, and not allowing too many demons in. And their number is still growing. I have already sent the message to Yuhua Heavenly Palace. With such an urgent matter, the Grand Elders will definitely send a reply. Several half-elders said hurriedly. Just as they spoke, clang, 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 clang. A fierce bell toll echoed down from the sky. The heaven and earth warning bell. This is the warning bell of Yuhua Heavenly Palace. After hearing this bell, all true disciples cultivating in the mountain gate and all intersect mountain and river ranking disciples must rush to the heavenly palace. The heaven and earth warning bell tolled long and loud. A great disaster had occurred. It was obviously because the number of heavenly demons on the demon battlefield had suddenly increased tenfold. After the warning bell tolled, both true disciples and mountain and river ranking disciples had to go to the heavenly palace, which showed how much the Yuhua sect valued mountain and river ranking disciples. They were almost on par with true disciples, essentially being candidate true disciples. But Fang Han, far away on the demon battlefield, knew nothing of this. He was completely immersed in the thrill of slaughtering heavenly demons, and he handled all the demons' various shape-shifting tricks and schemes with ease. He even learned quite a few of the demons' techniques in the process. Some of these heavenly demons had devoured cultivators, so they had learned some of the cultivators' martial arts experience and moves, and used them against Fang Han, which of course allowed Fang Han to learn them himself. Heavenly demons are cunning. They represent all the different states of the human heart. As complex as human hearts are, so are heavenly demons. Fighting all kinds of heavenly demons was like facing all kinds of schemes and deceptions of the mortal world for Fang Han, and his mind gradually condensed, transformed, and purified, reflecting all things clearly. Before he knew it, Fang Han's martial arts became more and more proficient, and his combat experience grew richer and richer. To see through the affairs of the world, to be practiced in human relations. As he ran and slaughtered, Fang Han encountered 3 more groups of heavenly demons. Surrounded by 32 heavenly demons, Fang Han fully activated his heavenly wolf smoke, first wrapping it around himself to form a solid Dharma sphere that protected him completely. He soared into the air and charged up and down, roaring like thunder. Under the control of his will, the smoke became more and more condensed, until finally it condensed into a thin layer of black smoke armor that clung to his body. This armor was infused with boundless ferocious chi, wrapping Fang Han to look just like a giant heavenly wolf. Heavenly wolf battle armor. Fang Han knew this meant he had improved his command of the power of heavenly wolf smoke and the 7 murder gore to a new level because of his strengthened spirit. Although the little heavenly wolf Immortal Wang was skilled, he was not a master of the mystic realm of divine power. Though his spirit had also reached the level of visual projection that could influence others' thoughts, it was not as powerful and profound as Fang Han's. For magic treasures at the spirit artifact or treasure artifact level, the stronger the master's spirit, the more effectively they can wield it, bringing out its full power. If a master of the mystic realm of divine power had wielded the Sky Rooster Supreme Yang rope that day, Crown Prince Hongfen would have been bound the moment they met. Now Fang Han's spirit was sufficiently condensed and focused, so he finally brought out the true power of heavenly wolf smoke, transforming it into a protective heavenly wolf battle armor, unleashing its full ferocious chi. With the overwhelming ferocious chi of the battle armor, plus Fang Han's fist force, roaring, and sharp spirit, every heavenly demon that collided with him shattered immediately, and was drawn into the yellow spring map. 35. 50. 61. One heavenly demon after another was swept out of the sky. In less time than it takes to eat a meal, 30 heavenly demons were completely wiped out. Adding to the previously scattered kills, he had refined a full 61 jade blue great pills. Fang Han was carried away by the slaughter. He no longer ran on foot. He kept his heavenly wolf battle armor condensed and charged fiercely through the sky, like a heavenly wolf hunting for food, while searching for other Yuhua sect disciples. Just then, the sounds of flute playing and zither playing drifted towards him from ahead. Fang Han peered with his wolf eyes, and saw hundreds of heavenly demons dancing in the sky far away, while on the ground, many disciples wearing Yuhua sect ritual robes formed a circle, clearly trapped. Could this be another trick of the heavenly demons? No, it is not a demon trick. I can sense the aura of flesh and blood from those Yuhua disciples. Especially the flute and zither sounds, they contain magical power that is clearly a treasure that uses sound to fend off heavenly demons.